Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Phi and this is Money Philosophy. Today we will continue our technical analysis of Tesla. We will also take a look at the calendar for the upcoming weeks to see what type of catalyst we're looking at for Tesla. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I am a growth stock investor as well as a trader. My favorite stock to trade is Tesla, Amazon, and Shopify, and I would love to share with you my trading and investing journeys. Looking at the July calendar, I can see that Tesla would likely to release its quarterly result for delivery and production for Q2 between Friday the 2nd or Saturday the 3rd of July. With Monday being a holiday, no trading day that day, I think Tesla will likely release the result on Friday before market opens. However, Friday is only a day after finalization of the quarterly results, so it might take some time. The only issue is that the effect is going to be substantially reduced for traders if Tesla chooses to release the information over the weekend because of the long weekend that week. Having said that, as an investor, it doesn't matter what day they release the information. I'm fairly confident that the number will be north of 200,000 vehicles delivered for 2021 Q2. So I'm very excited for the number to be released regardless of days. Now, if Tesla does release the result Friday before market opens with a really good result, I expect Tesla to sell the news on Friday, July the 2nd, and I'm looking for a trade to the downside that day. Today is only June the 15th. We are still over 2 weeks away from July 2nd or July 3rd, the anticipated date of quarterly delivery results. So I think that the traders are still not yet thinking ahead. They're still caught up in a lot of different trades out there, and Tesla is still not yet on the radar. Weekly expiration expires on the 18th. So I think after this week, starting next week, we'll see a potential run in Tesla in anticipation of the quarterly release, as well as the week after. So we're looking at June the 21st and June the 28th with possible run dates for Tesla. Having said all of that, we cannot necessarily plan our trade based on a calendar. We have to look at technical analysis and see where the stock is going. But I wanted to provide you with some sort of timeline and the horizon over the next few weeks to start looking at the stock. I also want to point out that after the quarterly release of delivery and production, Tesla should be able to be in the position to release its financial results for Q2 2021. Prior to the last quarter, Tesla usually released its financial quarterly result on a third Wednesday of the month after the quarter ends, which would be July 21st. However, last quarter, Tesla did release it on the fourth Monday of the month, trying to align with the rest of the technology sector. So if that's the case, that would be July 26th. So we are looking at between July 21st to July 26th. So we have a few possibilities there. My experience is that the stock would be running up leading to quarterly delivery results. However, after quarterly delivery result, the stock could either go sideways or going down a little bit heading into earnings. So there's not a whole lot of trade that I plan around July 19th or July 26th week. However, I wanted to share with you the calendar just so you have some sort of trajectory. And if you were to swing Tesla, those are the dates where premium could potentially be inflated. So keep that in mind before we get into technical analysis. Let's take a look at the weekly chart first. I know we usually start with the daily chart, but I wanted to start with weekly chart today and want to point out that on the weekly, Tesla seems to be having a descending triangle. If you have an imaginary line here and line here, it is clearly a descending triangle on the weekly, which is a bearish triangle. If that's the case, Tesla could easily break down, falling below 550 and went all the way to the 400s. That is still a possibility at this point. However, with the calendar laid out, and we are about 2 weeks away from production and delivery result, I think the Tesla probably won't fall right away. It might fall after a disappointing result, but for now, I think it's staying put and consolidating a little bit more for the rest of the week. Let's go back to the daily chart here. Today, Tesla lost 200 days SMA, which is at $608. The gap between 50 days SMA and 200 days SMA are narrowing down, with 50 days SMA being 653 and 200 days SMA being 608. So if Tesla cannot return back above 608, I think it has a strong possibility of revisiting $550, at least based on the daily chart. On the hourly, Tesla seems to be consolidating, dancing around 200 days SMA for the last few weeks. But today, Tesla has been moving down a little bit, possibly touching around 586 level, at least on a short-term basis, and then bounce. So those are also my pivot lines for tomorrow, which ranges between 586 to 611. Keep in mind that there is an RSI divergence on the hourly here, so I do expect some sort of a bounce. And if Tesla opens tomorrow below 590, I think it's a good opportunity to enter a call for it to retest $608 level. So let's review. On the weekly chart, we see a descending triangle pattern, which is a bearish pattern. On the daily chart, we see that Tesla lost 200 days SMA, which is also a bearish pattern. On the hourly chart, Tesla seems to be consolidating around 200 days SMA, but just fell below that today, with a possible range for tomorrow trading is between $586 to $611. So it is very clear that Tesla on the technical side is very bearish right now. However, on a timeline and the horizon over the next couple of weeks, Tesla does have a few catalysts that could potentially make a reversal for the stock. So what do we do from here? I will probably wait out a little bit to see till the end of the week to see if Tesla plays out its bearish pattern. If Tesla ever reach $550 within the next couple of days, potentially loses $550 to about $540, I would likely enter a call option for a swing trade holding until the end of next week or the week after. My strike would be about $650 and the expiration date would be around mid-July. So let's take a look at the possibility here. So if I'm entering a option for July 16, which is mid-July, covering the delivery and production number at the strike of $650, I'm looking at about $1,600 today. If Tesla falls below $550 or $540 for that matter, I expect this number to be cut in half. That would probably when I will enter a call option to swing for about 2 weeks to capture the momentum leading into the anticipated delivery result on July 2nd or 3rd, even though my option doesn't expire until July 16. If you want to have a leap option, let's take a look at March 2023, which is the option that I've been tracking at $1,000 strike price for March 2023 expiration. You're looking at about $8,800 per call option here. So this is also something to look out for. Once again, if Tesla retraces down to 550 and possibly below 550, there is a good opportunity for a leap option. This one should be below 8,000 at that point, and that's where I would enter a leap option. At this moment, I do think that Tesla has a bearish pattern. However, with a bullish bias mentality, I will wait for the right opportunity to enter a reversal trade to capture when Tesla move up, potentially within the next week or so, when traders realize that Tesla has good news to report in the next couple of weeks. And just to zoom out a little bit on the daily pattern and looking at the bigger picture here, we know that Tesla all-time high is 900. It has a lot of resistance to go before it gets to 900. On the downside, there is a gap all the way down to $408. So Tesla does have a huge range to swing from $400 to $900. Where do we go from here? It's really hard to tell. It is squeezing right now on the daily to make a major move one way or another. So stay tuned. Keep looking at the volume, looking at the price action. Next week, I do expect some movement. If not next week, then the week after. We have to be patient to wait for the right pattern to move into a trade. Meanwhile, if you must trade Tesla on a daily, I would look at the gap trade because it has been pretty consistent. But if you want to hold on to a call option for a swing trade, we have to wait for the right opportunity, because right now, if you enter without any sign of reversal, all you do is to pay for premium, and the sellers will just take the premium due to time decay. So I would not do that until there's clear sign of reversal. And keep in mind, based on this chart, 550, which is the dotted white line here, is a very strong support. So if Tesla hit this 550 line again, retesting it, it would be a good opportunity to buy. It's an optimal point. That is not to say that Tesla will 100% bounce, but the chance that it would bounce at this very strong support is very high. So I hope that you find the information helpful. I hope you understand the analysis I'm trying to have here and how to reconcile between the various conflicting information that you receive and be able to deduce for yourself a good plan to trade. That doesn't mean that a good trade will present itself tomorrow. We have to be patient as a trader if we were to hit a big trade. But that's what I do. I look at chart daily. So far, I haven't seen anything major going on with Tesla, but the moment it does, there is a good opportunity for a call option. So stay tuned until the next video. Bye.